Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today we're going to be reacting to Ross Coulthart's Q&A. We're going to be reacting to two of them. One of them is the U.S. official made those bold claims yesterday about our technology. And then we're also going to be reacting to the NHI that we have been bringing down with the dog whistle. And yeah, let's check it out, you guys. Let's get into it.
I'm going to quote him here. Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated. Let's listen into a bit of his sound.
Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated, cause things to grow, and improve productivity.
Okay, Megan. Well, I would love to think that Michael Kratsios, the White House Science and Technology Advisor, a former Undersecretary of Defense, a former Chief Technology Officer for the United States, I would love to be able to say with absolute bold assertion that he's talking there about retrieved alien technology and he's about to blow all in a big disclosure moment. But wiser heads are suggesting to me that one should view his comments metaphorically, that essentially he's firstly not a trained engineer or scientist. He's somebody who comes from a policy background. He is the former US Chief Technology Officer from 2019 to 2021. He's also briefly acted as the Undersecretary of Defense for Research and Engineering from 2020 to 2021. And he was also, intriguingly, Chief of Staff to Peter Thiel at Palantir. And he's had a huge role in AI. But a lot of people are emphasizing to me that his speech was essentially, and I think it was a great speech, his speech was talking about how weird it is that the US has really not made any significant technological advances equivalent to what we'd made up to that period in the 50s, 60s, and 70s in the same way in the past 50 years. And he talks, I think it's worth including some of his earlier comments, a gap lies between our moment and the speed of transformation America experienced mid-century. Progress has slowed. Yes, large language models astonish us, rockets still turn our eyes upwards, and satellites envelop the globe. But as we look forward to America's 250th birthday celebration next year, our progress today pales in comparison to the huge leaps of the 20th century. Consider the country of 50 years ago. And he's right. And you know, the interesting thing is people inside the legacy program, they tell me that this is why they're frustrated. They say that this is why they want the United States government to tell the truth about the advanced technology that it has, because they believe that there have been advances made. But if you look at even science and technology developments in aviation and space tech, we're still using space rockets that were essentially designed by the Nazis in the 1940s. I mean, really, we haven't come very far at all on the official public record. And so I guess I do think, in all likelihood, Michael Kratsios was speaking metaphorically. And even if he was alluding in some way to some secret program that he's been briefed into, he's obviously got the out. He can say, look, I was speaking metaphorically. I was speaking about, even when I'm talking about the ability to manipulate space and time, maybe he's talking about the extraordinary developments in hypersonics technology or quantum AI. I mean, there's any number of reasons that he could give to metaphorically explain what he was saying. So I think we've killed that one for the moment, at least, Megan. But believe me, everyone, I am chasing Michael Kratsios for the opportunity to do an interview with him, because I do think he would be a very good interview.
Do you think it's safe that we summon them? What exactly is the message the NIH are receiving during the dog whistle? What if they get upset that they keep getting called?
Those are all incredibly good questions. And if people watch my interview with Jake Barber and Matthew Pines that we did about 2 weeks ago on Reality Check, we actually went into a lot of this where, you know, we explored with Jake what they do. And ultimately, one of the things that I think Jake explained, which I'd love to hear more about, by the way, is that they have an oath that everybody swears on the area, on the range, before they actually do the summoning. They've also vowed at Skywatcher not to act offensively against NHI, which I think is absolutely crucial. That's a distinction from what I understand the United States government has been doing in collusion with private aerospace. As shocking as it may sound, the United States has secretly, the military has secretly been using high pulse microwave weapons to down UAP craft that it has been summoning using both psionics and the electromechanical dog whistle. I really think that's outrageous. Wouldn't it be terrible if our first engagement with a non-human intelligence was that humans acted offensively against a highly advanced intelligence? And what does it say about the benevolence of that intelligence that even though it's had that done to it, it hasn't wiped us out?
All right, guys, so that's it for that one. Interesting. Oh, when Ross Coulthart talks about not acting offensively, obviously because we don't want any issues and, any kind of retaliation from the UAP. But by us bringing them down, isn't that acting offensively? Because we're bringing them down outside of their willingness to come down on their own, right? So we're forcing them down. We're hitting them with EMPs to take them down, So I'm confused by that statement. I'm very confused by that statement. And also sad to hear that the technology that the U.S. official said that we may have yesterday may not be the case. But it may be the case, right? It wasn't a total debunk, but it wasn't really an admission either. I was a little bummed about that. But anyways, guys, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think we're acting offensively? I think we are. What do you think about the U.S. officials' statements and now Ross Coulthart's response to it? Anyways, you guys, like, subscribe, share with your friends, all that stuff. Let's get this video out to as many people as we can, you guys. Peace out.